Choke City, episode 4. We think special guest Joshua Jordan.
Woo. This one's recorded on the drive to a show.
On the drive to a show.
Open mic. Let's not kid ourselves.
It's just a step above an open mic.
Yeah.
So a
That's
book
always fun.
show. Well, Corey said we're getting paid for this one, so.
Oh, a whole $10 for us?
That counts, dude. That counts.
All right. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I've driven farther for less.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a show.
Me too.
Oh, no, it's still not a show. It's still an open mic for sure.
Yeah. We're going to have some fun, though. This is going to... Yeah. I always don't know how to start these things. This is...
Well, it'll be fine because we're just going to enjoy the road. We're going to talk. These nootropics are going to kick in, and...
Oh, one of those was Molly.
Okay, good. Good.
What's a nootropic?
It's a thing that makes you smarter.
Okay.
which I
Big fan of Joe Rogan, I can see.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that?
So I made my own blend, actually.
Oh, my God.
You
Yeah.
made your
You can just let me out right here, actually. I'm not interested anymore.
So the blend that I gave Johnny today is what I call my hippie crack, and
Yes.
it's B12, niacin, which just makes you fucking vascular. It like you'll start noticing in your forearms.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Vascular, like your veins pop out?
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
that sounds healthy.
vasodilator.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll make you turn, and you'll start noticing it in like 30 minutes. Like, holy shit! Either I'm really itchy or my veins are fucking delicious right now.
The delicious veins.
Yeah. So it's that and ginkgo biloba with some fish oil because they digest a little bit better with the fish oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't shit myself on this drive.
That's fine. That's good content, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really good content.
That's true. So let's dive in. We got Joshua Jordan,
Yeah.
Mark Norman's opener,
Yeah.
and I'm Josh's opener. So, yeah, that says something about me. Let's make it about me.
You're like 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon right now. You're.
Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what that
You've never
means.
heard of that?
I don't know
No.
what that means.
Okay, so 3. So
Yeah, neither of us know, so don't gaslight us.
no,
To
3
pretend like that's a common thing people say.
So it's a thing on the internet. It's like any person is 3 degrees away from of Kevin Bacon. So if you like Google Adolf Hitler, you're only 3 clicks away from Kevin Bacon, or something like that.
Still
I'm
doesn't
butchering.
make much sense to me, but
Are you sure you're not on drugs?
No, I'm completely sober.
You're podcasting. You're
While
driving.
Yeah, this is a good look, huh?
Yeah.
yeah,
This is fun.
At least you're not texting. That's good.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm just holding a microphone, and if we do crash, this is going in my mouth.
Yeah, this
I'm
is how I
losing all
always
my
picture
teeth.
dying,
Dude,
for
if
sure.
we get in a crash, like,
How
It's
do we
gonna go-
explain it to the officer? Sir, we're on a hot riff.
the nootropics were just kicking in.
Yeah.
That would be the podcast that goes viral, though.
Yeah, 3 podcasters dead in...
I just want to say for the record, I'm not Mark Norman's opener. Just so
No,
we all.
That's Youngblood, by the way.
He's open for Mark Norman.
I've opened for Mark Norman twice, but I feel like if Mark Norman, if you showed him a picture of me, he'd be like, "Who is that guy?" Like he doesn't really know me.
Oh,
We kind of know each other. Hey, fatty.
Yeah.
Hey, you cunt.
Hey, queer. I know you.
We're just gonna say, just for the record, we're gonna say that for the podcast.
Okay.
He's been on tour with Mark Norman.
Yeah, it's been great.
Big stuff, dude.
Very big star. That's why
Dude,
I'm in
this
the
is
back
right
seat
at
of
the
a
part where
Toyota
everybody-
Tacoma right now doing a podcast on an iPhone.
Yeah, this is... We made it, buddy.
We made it, dude.
This is black excellence right here, dude.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Is this what you guys do on here?
Yeah, dude.
Black excellence. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just
What, are
here.
you saying you're not excellent?
I'm saying I'm not black.
Dude,
you never watched the Wakanda movies?
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, dude, that's black excellence right there, dude.
that's nothing compared to what some of the things David said on here. So,
Oh, dude. Last week I helped him with a black people joke.
yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
Hit it.
I think I may have told you on the drive to Lafayette.
I wasn't listening, so
It was
rehash
it was
it.
just like whenever I'm driving and I see a Dodge Charger behind me, I'm like, either that's a cop or that's a black guy.
yeah, I remember
Nothing
now.
in between. Either way, I don't feel safe.
Yeah, let's let that one sink in.
Yeah, that one's not ready for stage
Yeah.
yet. I don't think.
It might kill in a black room. Let's be honest. Dodge Charger right there.
Oh,
Oh, this guy's thing is Cialis?
that's not how Cialis
Yeah.
is spelled.
Maybe if he's a Hispanic male.
We're gonna go on our
Cialis,
tangents of being dyslexic again.
dyslexic, and ADHD. Is
Oh
just-
yeah, you guys are both dyslexic.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
What's that like?
What, you going to make fun of us because we can't read, right?
No, I'm
You're
just
gonna ask me
curious.
to read that license plate, aren't you?
I'm just curious. It's not making fun. I just don't know. Never talked to anyone about being dyslexic.
What it is you mix up a couple letters, and then boom, you're put into a retard class.
Yeah.
And then your life is irreparably changed.
Yeah, John told me a little bit because I didn't realize that you guys met in a special needs. Is that the right thing to call it?
Just call us
Special-
retards.
yeah.
We're all
Special
the-
education
Yeah.
class. I didn't realize you guys met in that, and
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Not that you met in there, but just like
that we formed a
dyslexia.
lifelong friendship from.
Yeah.
Well, it's also just the fact that you both have dyslexia, and your school was like, I don't know what to do with them, so you just got put in with the other special
The
kids.
other crayon eaters.
They were
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're all the same. It's fun. Can't read. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. It was all the markers you can huff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. We had cool toys.
We had the most entertainment event. Like, you thought you were entertained during math class. Me and John were entertained.
yeah.
Dude, we had cable TV in our classroom, dude.
Mhm.
I'm talking like retards galore. And we can say that. You can't.
We
but-
can say that that's our word.
So they didn't even like try to get you to read. You just watch TV in there.
Oh, no way.
No, they would make us read.
Yeah. Very slowly, though.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
Yeah. Like, we'd have to, like, sound out words in, like, 10th grade.
Mm-hmm. We did
Yeah.
a lot of crossword puzzles, which I was like,
Yeah.
I guess this is school, is it?
That was like,
Oh no, I went to school in Louisiana. It could be school.
oh, yeah.
I don't
So
know.
you were in retard class, too.
Yeah, every single one of them, all of them. I just still don't know how to do math.
Really?
Yeah, but you know how to cook crack rock.
I do. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I did know how to do math at one point, but I realized recently I don't remember how to divide anymore. Like on a pen and paper.
Oh, long division.
Yeah, I have
Fucking
no
yeah.
idea.
eludes me.
No idea. I thought about it a few months back, and I was talking to one of my friends about it. I was like, I don't remember how to divide. And he was like, you fucking idiot. You don't know how to divide? And I was like, show me. Like, you teach me, and I'll relearn it. And he did it on paper, and I did it on my phone. I was like, tell me the answer when you get it. And he did it all cocky. And he was like, it's 637. And I was like, it's 17. You don't know how to divide either, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, dude, long division is... You just can't... What do you minus out? Like, you see how many times one thing fits into one, right? And then you minus it. And then that goes down one, right? I don't fucking know what the
I've
fuck.
already
I
checked
blacked
out.
out
Yeah.
when you started saying
Yeah.
that. You might as well have been speaking Korean to me. I don't know what what the fuck you just said.
It's like, it's all on your phone now. Who gives a shit?
Well, that's the thing is that I think I forgot how to because I've never needed to. Like, as an adult, any kids watching this, I'm sure that's most of the...
Yeah,
you get a lot of use.
We're doing
Yeah.
a podcast with Jude later. We're going to talk about Paw Patrol, dude. We're-
Oh, hey, he should teach us how to divide. I bet he knows. No, he
Oh.
doesn't know.
He's got to know.
homeschooled.
He's got to
think?
know. Dude, that's got to be the first question.
Can you divide?
Yo, can you teach both of our retarded asses how to divide?
Yeah.
That's going to be That's going to be a good conversation.
Yeah.
Can you check if this is recording? I'm always so fucking paranoid. If the thing
It's
is
recording.
red on the back, good. I think I missed an exit. No,
Gonna be a
I'm
lot
good.
of that. A lot of missing exits.
No, because once we get
A
on
lot
the
of
right road,
jiggly audio.
no, audio's good. Just rest it on your chin, baby girl.
Oh yeah. No. The
Yeah, no,
Camera.
school was fun for us, I think.
We had a good time. Shit,
Like, I
dude.
think I was talking to you on the phone earlier about this, but like reading, that's where I'm supposed to fucking exit and go fuck yourself. Hell yeah.
Hell
Cutting
yeah,
people
we're
off.
off to a great start.
Yeah. What's the statute of limitations on that?
Wait, on what?
On cutting people off? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
Yeah. This was recorded in December of 1942 just for police evidence purposes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm interested, Josh, because you're from Lafayette. You were raised there your whole life?
I lived in Alabama for a few years, but for the most part, yeah, I'm from Lafayette.
And, like, pretty much your whole immediate family is from there, right?
Yes, yeah.
And your, like your uncle who, like, stole the Pepsi or whatever, which I want to hear that story. He didn't steal Pepsi, right?
No, he bought it at discount.
He bought it. It's my stepdad, not my uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
So-
then tell us the story, because he bought Pepsi at a discount thinking, like, I'm going to get rich off this Pepsi.
No, it's just a good
It
deal.
wasn't even, if he thought he could get rich off of Pepsi, I would almost understand him buying it. But it was just a complete impulse thing. Like, he was a very impulsive guy. And I remember one time my brother and I went with him to Sam's Club, and they had Pepsi on sale. So it was like, I think it was like 12 packs of Pepsi for like $1 or $1.30 or something. And he freaked out. He was like, this is such a good deal.
That's
I'm
not
about to
that,
buy.
now that I think of it, it's not a good deal.
Yeah, it's really not. It was a little bit less than normal.
Were
Because you
they
have
the
to remember.
cans?
Yeah, they were cans. And this
Oh.
is like 16 years ago or something. So they couldn't have been that much more expensive normally.
Dude, you can get it like from the vending machine for $1.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, and he flipped. He wanted to buy every single one. My brother and I were there, and it's weird, like, when you're two kids trying to reason with an adult, we're both like, you don't need that. This isn't practical. You don't even drink Pepsi that
Did he have
often.
to buy a pallet jack for it?
He bought 2 pallets, 2 pallets of Pepsi. They had to be delivered, which is, I never really thought about it. He probably had to pay for it to be delivered.
Yeah.
Probably had to
but
pay a
also,
lot.
to move it around, you need a pallet jack.
Yeah.
So, you know, at like fucking Costco, they fucking jack those bitches up
Mm-hmm.
and then they move it around.
Yeah.
So there was a whole investment of like, all right, I'm going to use the pallet jack for other things.
Did he drink, like, that much Pepsi?
No, never. He really didn't drink it that often.
Oh, you guys were a Coke house?
Yeah, we were more of a crack house. But yeah, he was just enamored by the deal. He wanted to buy all of the Pepsi. And me and my brother tried to reason with him. We tried to tell him it was a bad idea. And he hit us with, like, that dad.
Like you guys
You know,
will
when
understand
your
you're
dad,
older.
this has happened so many times in my life where, like, your dad or your parent is wrong. They're just wrong in the situation, and you make a good point, and they're like, you'll understand when you're older.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, you just don't get it. Like, this is just too good of a deal. You know, lightning doesn't strike twice like this. So he bought it. He bought 2 pallets of Pepsi, and they got delivered to his house.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then, like, 2 weeks later, he went to prison for 16 years. So he never got to drink any of it.
And didn't it get repossessed too?
Got repossessed by the government.
So why did they repossess his Pepsi?
Because he went to prison for embezzling money. So whenever you steal money from people, the government, they, like, take all of your assets because you have people out of millions of dollars. So it's like anything that they can use to recoup some of that, they just seize all your stuff.
Oh, and they auction it off too.
Yeah.
I'm sure they made a lot for that Pepsi.
God
Yeah.
damn.
How did he pull that off?
They got a good deal.
How did he pull off embezzling?
With intuition and gumption, John. If you want to get anywhere in this world, you got to steal a lot of Pepsi.
Well, he's a cunning guy. I mean, he's not a good person, but he was very, very, like, a chameleon, you know. He could really get people to trust him, and that's what he did. So he just kind of, like, he was like a stockbroker or some kind of investment thing.
Okay.
And yeah,
In Lafayette?
Yeah, in Lafayette. It was
Dude,
investment
I'm sorry,
group.
but I can't trust a single stockbroker in Lafayette.
Well, clearly you
Louisiana.
shouldn't. If you learn anything, it's that you should
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But
That's
I mean,
insane.
yeah, I mean, he had a way of getting people to trust him, and then he just took advantage and he stole lots of money, millions of dollars.
Damn.
That's insane.
Were there any other like really impulse dumb buys they did besides Pepsi?
Yeah, well, he was like that with everything. Like, he just spent money very frivolously. That's the word, right? Frivolously? Yeah, but I mean, it was other people's money when you realize. It's like, it's no big deal if you're spending other people's money. But he would do that. If they had, like, bacon bits on sale, I remember one time bacon bits, it was like 2 for $1, the cans, and he just used his arm and raked them off of the grocery store rack into a basket. He bought like 10 cans of it.
God damn.
Goodness gracious. That's
Bacon
cra-
bits?
Yeah.
What, were you guys baking a lot of baked potatoes?
No, never. That's the thing. He had no use for them. It was just like
Oh, was he kind of like a hoarder?
I don't know if he was a hoarder. I think he just recognized
I
like
feel like a lot of people from Louisiana are hoarders.
I mean
Driving through that state.
Every episode is
Yeah.
in the South.
I never watched the episode of Hoarders.
Oh, you'd love it. And you love TLC, dude. Hoarders is up your alley.
Yeah, I like the I guess
Fat,
I like the
disgusting
more
people.
Yeah, I like the more I was going to say the more lighthearted TLC shows, but now that I'm thinking of them, none of them are lighthearted.
No, they're all fucking like, oh, you need to lose weight or your other leg's going to be amputated.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, no, dude. Cookie Crisps are the shit.
Cookie Crisp.
They are the shit. Those are, as a child, that and Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Straight sugar. Yeah.
Cereal's so bad for you.
Oh, yeah. It's not even a morning thing. I only eat cereal at nighttime. I don't know about you
Like
guys.
a responsible adult.
Yeah, it's like, I don't feel like frying an egg right now at nighttime, so fuck it.
I haven't eaten cereal in a long time. It's probably been years since I had cereal.
Oh, yeah, but you used to be a great big fatty.
I was a great big fatty.
So-
I really was for a long time. For like most of my childhood, young adulthood. Up until like 2 years ago, I was pretty fat most of my life.
Like 2 hoodies in the winter, or in the summer, huh?
Oh, yeah. I tell people, they'd be like, why are you wearing that? They'd be like, I have low iron.
Yeah.
You'd be at the beach. They'd be like, why's your shirt on? I'm like, I don't want to get sunburned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nipples are sensitive to
Yeah, well, it's just easier to say that than to be like, oh, I'm just disgusting to look at.
Yeah, you guys want to see some stretch marks?
Yeah, I'm also considerate enough to know.
Here, feel my belly. See if you can hear it kicking. Ah, great traffic.
But yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time since I had cereal. I think I'm too
Too healthy now?
No, I'm not too healthy. I think I just am like older and I try to be a little more
But
focused.
Was your like eating habits as a child just like bad? Or what was like what put you over the line?
Yeah, well, I think I've always struggled with impulse.
Can you tell that I've always been skinny asking a question like that?
Well, I guess I guess from your perspective, you would be curious to know,
Yeah.
like, when someone was fat, right? Because you don't really, it's not a struggle that you've had.
No.
But I think, like, well, I just grew up really bad. I had a bad childhood. And so I've always had impulse control. But when you're a kid, there's X amount of things you can really do to cope with your feelings. And
Okay.
if you can't deal with them, and I couldn't really
Yeah, you
deal with
feed-
them.
You feast upon
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need some kind of comfort thing.
What was your go-to?
Oh, I mean, whatever. It wasn't anything specific. Like, just whatever was around,
Like
dude.
ho-hos, ding-dongs?
No, not really big on snack cakes. I'll fuck up fruit gushers.
I
Like,
like how you use the government term for it.
wait, what did I say? Snack cakes?
Yeah.
That's what they're called, snack cakes.
I don't know. I just call them fucking snacks.
Little Debs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Debs.
Fuck up a little Debbie.
Some
dude.
SCs. No, I wasn't into snack cakes. I'll fuck up fruit gushers. That was my favorite candy. That's still my favorite candy. They started selling those.
Gushers?
Yeah, they started selling those in gas stations a few years ago, and I had to like take a minute. I was like, "Listen, you gotta get a handle on this. It's out of fucking
You
control."
like fruit snacks?
Yeah, I like fruit snacks.
The Welch's? Those are some bad
Ooh,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those are,
I like the Welch's. I like fruit snacks. I like. I mean, mostly not so much like candy and stuff. I like food, like
stuff
fried
like
chicken
protein.
and pizza
oh,
and
so
shit like that.
You're a grease ball, dude.
Yeah, I used to walk to the dollar store every day and get the chicken wings, frozen chicken wings, and eat like 12 of those
God damn.
before dinner. Like before dinner.
Yeah.
Just Yeah, you're carb loading for a hard night.
Pre-gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pre-gaming dinner.
Yeah, so I mean that was like my comfort thing. I also just didn't really have any your parents are kind of supposed to help you navigate those waters. I didn't really have anyone being like
Oh,
I didn't have
that's
a
not a
health
good
conscious person in my life.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, these are vegetables. Like, I didn't have that as a kid. So everything I ate was just like really bad. And then when I got in high school, I lost weight for the first time. I was like a sophomore. It was when I could drive. And I
Yeah.
started I was just in control of what I ate. So I
Yeah.
lost weight. And then when I turned 18, I started drinking. And then it was like the impulse thing again, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have control over that.
What
so
were
then,
you at your biggest?
like 220.
Oh, shit.
Which
Okay.
to give you I'm 155 right now,
Yeah.
and I'm 5'7". So 220 pounds on me is like, it's
good fucking mass.
yeah. I think a normal weight for someone my size is like 145. So
Jesus.
75 pounds heavier than what people recommend you should weigh.
That's a sliding scale. That's a bunch of bupkis.
Oh, that scale was sliding.
When you would go to the or did you go to the doctor?
No, not really.
Not really.
I feel
was
like-
gonna say, I feel like doctors just fat shame
Out of
people.
anybody in this car, I think you've been to the doctor more times, John.
Probably.
Like, I'm not very, Dude, my mom used to pray. Actually get on her hands and knees and pray to the Lord and Savior that I would eat more.
Really?
Yeah, because I was that, not malnourished, but I was just, skinny as fuck. You remember.
Uh-huh.
Just fucking ribs and dick, that's all.
You're still pretty skinny.
Yeah.
And you were like, I gotta eat healthier. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I just need to eat more. Yeah. But I walked in on my mom and she was saying a prayer in front of a candle, please allow David to gain weight. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going back outside.
That's such a big thing with parents. They always want their kids to be plumpy and shit. It's no, I'm just in shape. The fuck? Or you ever see your uncle, they're like, you're too skinny.
Yeah, and then he pokes you in the side and you're like, I'm going to kill this guy first.
Your ribs are
just
showing,
me.
dude.
Yeah, that's a big Southern thing, I think. A lot of my family, they'd be like, eat, get another plate. And then you gain weight, and they're like, you're getting kind of fat. And I'm like, this is your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, slow down, you rotund retard.
Yeah.
So he's, oh, you're too fat. Or it's like, oh, you're too skinny. Well, I feel like they just don't have anything to talk about. So they're just like, you look different.
Yeah, but what is there to talk about when you get to 70?
Honestly, I don't know.
Ooh.
Sports.
Dude, my grandma would
How-
gossip in the village in Romania, dude, and they would talk so much shit about the neighbors, and it was so fun to watch.
Dude,
She would have the only times I ever saw her smile when she was talking shit.
Yeah.
She was a nasty old
Dude,
woman.
grandmas
But-
love gossiping. Because they don't have anything else going on.
Dude, I would move into a retirement center right now just to gossip. Just to, fuck Ethel. She took the last cookie. Yeah.
They probably talk shit. It's like, fucking Ethel's grandkids never go see her. Man,
Yeah.
fuck her.
Her family doesn't love her, though. That's the thing.
That's why they're at the home.
Do you ever fantasize about going to a home?
Who, me? No, fuck no, not at all. Being old terrifies me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not emotionally ready to be old. I'm turning 30 on Tuesday, and I've been having I wouldn't say a crisis, but I don't feel good about it. There's resistance to getting older for sure. I did go to the doctor this week though for the first time in 15 years. I had to do a biometric screening, and I was very nervous because I haven't gone. I was like, I have AIDS.
Cancer.
I know it. I have AIDS and cancer.
Cancerous AIDS.
Yeah, and she was like, "You're killing it, dude." She was told me I was really healthy, so that made me feel better.
That's great.
Yeah,
Alright.
she was like, "We don't normally see numbers this low." And I was like, "Yeah, it's all the gushers. That's what it is."
Yeah.
But
Whatever they put in the middle of those things.
it's
Fentanyl,
vitamins.
whatever.
Vitamins. It's healthy. But yeah, I know. The idea of getting older, I just am very.
That's your biggest
It bums
fear?
me out. I think I just don't want to. I have a tough time accepting that, because we do all age. I was telling John when we went to Louisiana that I've been watching wrestling, like clips from when I was a kid that my brother and I used to watch. And I haven't watched wrestling in like 15 years.
Oh, and it bums you out.
It bums me out. It's like nostalgia. And I also miss my brother, so I think that's a part of it because he's in the Army now. But I was just bummed out, dude. I was watching like Shawn Michaels fight The Undertaker, and I was like almost crying in my house. I was like, I'm not young anymore. And then I saw a clip of Shawn Michaels. I watched a documentary about him because he was like my hero when I was a kid. I idolized him, and now he's like, I don't know how old he is, but he's fucking old. Like all his long hair fell out, and he's bald, and his eye is a different color, and his teeth are yellow. And I was like, "Fuck, that's gonna be me."
45 or something.
Damn.
No.
Like wrestlers age so bad.
I think he's got to be in his at least late 50s. I'm sure.
They're all
Probably.
addicted to painkillers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very upfront about that. He used to get hammered.
I mean, it's probably a good time though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I'm
can't
sure.
not be.
He probably had a blast. Yeah. I was thinking, like, I was wondering what your biggest fear was, Josh, but then it's like probably working at a restaurant again.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
You're telling me about your time as a manager at a brunch place
Yeah, it was the worst.
in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Oh, jeez.
Worst
Bring
job.
out more Captain Crunch. Boy! I left you a tip. It's 35 cents.
Oh yeah, whenever people hand you their book and they're like, "There's coins in there," I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
But I'll take them.
Yeah, I have no choice. I have to
Yeah.
take what you can get. Yeah, it's a horrible feeling, especially waiting tables. Like, depending on other people to pay your bills is so stressful.
Yeah.
Because you can have days where it's amazing. You know, I did have days where I'd make like $60, $70 an hour waiting tables. And then I had days where people will just like are the worst. They run you ragged and they don't tip you at all.
Yeah.
So it's very hit or miss.
But then it's probably like even worse being the manager because you have all these responsibilities and then you don't even like, oh, at least I got a lot of tips. Well, now if you're manager.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst. You do so
They
much
didn't
work.
Split it with the staff?
Mm-mm.
Fuck
You
that
just
place.
you just do like, but where I worked like 75 hours a week, and my check every week was like $600 after taxes, or $650, and the servers would make like $300 on a Sunday morning. It's horrible.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right, let me through you, GMC.
You have to deal with all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in 2 restaurants, but I was always like kitchen, and I hated my life.
Oh, it's the worst. I worked in
That's-
kitchens too.
That's horrible. I'm never going back to that. I'd rather go to prison. They put me in the kitchen. That's purgatory right there.
Yeah,
dude.
you're on the grill.
Aren't a lot of guys in kitchens from prison?
I thought you were gonna say Mexico, and I was about to say
Well, that
yeah.
too. It's either Mexico or prison.
Yeah. No, both kitchens. It was a bunch of like a handful of Hispanics, and then like me, the only token white dude. There was this one Puerto Rican guy, and he would always tell me like, "Dude, I miss painkillers." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, because I would work so much faster." One day he showed up on Percocet, and I was like, "Well, what's up with Tony?" And everybody's like, "I think he's on perks." I go up to him and he's like, "Dude, I'm working my ass off right now."
Was he?
Yeah, no.
No. He just thinks he is.
Yeah, dude. He was just lying to himself like, "Dude, I work so much better on Percocet."
Yeah, he probably has a better time at work
Yeah.
on Percocet.
Yeah, kitchen life sucks, dude.
I used to work with, we had the work release program at one of the jobs I had. So these guys would just get dropped off from jail. They would get an escort from prison guards. They drop them off. They would work their shift, like as the dishwasher or the line cook, and then they would get picked up and go back to jail.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
They were probably pretty fun to hang out with, though.
They didn't talk much. They were pretty quiet, honestly.
Yeah,
I
they
could
seen
see
some
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really want to talk to a 13 or a 17-year-old waiter when you just got ass raped the night before.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll tell you what, though. They had one. He was there, and he washed those dishes like a motherfucker, man. Just nose down. He was so good.
Damn.
It's probably like, if you're in jail, like they were in, jail. Like prison and jail are very different.
Yeah.
Right.
Jail's boring. Jail's like there's really nothing for you to do all day. So you're probably just like happy to have something to distract you a little bit.
A little bit.
In
Like just
prison-
something, it changes up the monotony.
Yeah.
You have something to look forward to. You get to stare out of a bus window for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Drive into a Chuck E. Cheese, and then go into the back of the Chuck E. Cheese and suit up in the whatever. That's how that works, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
just have convicts in the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
In prison, you're just trying not to get raped, trying not to get stabbed. Wonder how long it takes
Unless
for him
you're
to
me, and then I'm trying not to stab, and I'm not trying to rape.
Wonder how long it takes for him to
This is the
sharpen
pod,
their.
Josh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just John sets me up, and I say some wild shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. Our first podcast ever, we talked about meth and coloring books for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes?
Yeah, we did a good
Oh my
chunk
God.
of time.
Yeah.
We
Your
talked-
first one, episode 0.
Yeah, we were just riffing our little hearts out.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's good. I think that's what people like about podcasts.
Yeah, just toss it on a long drive.
Yeah,
while
I
we're
don't like-
doing a long drive.
I don't like when they feel like radio, like when they feel a little too structured, a little too
Yeah.
organized.
Like Joe Rogan, I'll fucking toss on every once in a while. When
Yeah.
I got a head full of nootropics.
Yeah.
They kicking in, partner?
I don't feel him yet.
Oh, well, they're not going to sponsor you guys now.
Yeah. Well, I make them, so I'm the sponsor.
Oh, you actually make those? I
Yeah,
thought
no.
you were joking.
Well, it's like I buy all the separate parts, and then I just put them in like a little thing, and it's like, all right, that's Wednesdays.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's like, it's a good amount. You'll start.
Thought you were like in there with your beakers and stuff, making the pills. And
Nah, I
shit.
do it in the bathtub.
Makes
Yeah, I
sense.
keep it kosher. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you grew up in Lafayette. So how'd you do in school? I'm curious.
I did fine. I didn't do like... I feel like elementary and middle school I did really well. Like I was like on a roll every period. I failed 7th grade English. I honestly think it was my teacher. I really do. Because I got an A in every other English class I ever took throughout school. But that one I failed and I had to go to summer school. But other than that, like, I did really well. And then in high school, like, I got like C's.
Oh, so
C's
you're
in some
middle of the road
classes.
student.
Yeah, I did like average. I wasn't anything like
Middle of the road.
super special.
And you went
Yeah.
to college.
Yeah,
Oh,
I went
yeah.
to college. I went to college and graduated and stuff.
So technically, I'm the dumbest guy in this car.
I went to college for a long time, so
Never
I
mind.
wouldn't count yourself out. I went to college for like 9 years total.
Jesus
Did you
Christ.
go to JUCO first?
To what?
Junior college?
No, I went straight to UL, the University of Louisiana,
Oh, wow.
and I picked like some bullshit like psychology or something. Because I was 18. Like, when you're 18,
Yeah,
you
you don't know what
don't
the
have
fuck you're
any
gonna do.
idea what you want to do.
Right.
And they're like, pick what you want to do forever right now. So I
Yeah.
did, like, psychology, and then I changed my major, like, 3 times the first semester. I'll never forget, I took a psychology class, and the professor told me at the end of the semester, she was like, you know you missed 15 classes, right? In this 4-month period. She's like, I'm
damn.
supposed to fail you, but... You know, I could tell when you were here, you paid attention. So she gave me a C.
All right.
Wow.
So, but like, I was like that with all my classes. I didn't go. And so I think my second semester, I dropped out. And I was like, I was waiting tables. And I liked working at a restaurant. Like, it was fun because it was new and you go drink with everybody and it's a pretty good time. I was like, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
So I did that for a few years.
And then it wears away at you like
And then you're like, oh shit, this is it. Huh?
It wore on me, and then I went back to college. That's when I went to community college. So I was like, maybe I'll just get into yeah. I was like, maybe I'll just get an associate's degree, and then I stopped. I dropped out of that too.
You didn't ever want to be like a welder or something?
Nah.
That never crossed your mind?
Never.
It did for me.
No.
It seems like a nice profession, right?
You could have been a good welder. You seem like you could do shit like that.
I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. That was the problem. Like, I was going to college, but I didn't have any motivation, so I kept quitting.
You know what's weird? Like, people that go from, like, my niece knows exactly what she wants to do, but she was, like, a straight A student, like, honor rolls and shit.
Yeah.
And she went into college for engineering, and she's doing really good at it. I'm like, how the fuck does anybody do that?
Yeah, dude, she's like, I don't know.
That's insane.
I don't feel like there's a lot of people like that. I feel like most people are just like, all right, you finish high school, you know?
And then you just start slowly piecing together.
You go to college because that's what you're supposed to do. You graduate, get a job because that's what you're supposed to do. You get a wife because that's what you're supposed to do. And you have kids.
And then they put you in a home because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're bringing it full circle here.
Full circle, baby. And eventually along the way, you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah.
Where did it all go wrong?
I think my problem was that I always knew, like, I did know what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to do, I wanted to do comedy. I wanted to do stand-up ever since I was a kid. And I did, like, speech and theater and stuff in high school, and I was really good at that. And then I personally just let people beat my dreams out of me. Like, everyone telling me, like,
don't do it.
You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be a comedian. And so it was just, like, a bummer. I was like, well, now I have to pick something, but I don't care about anything else. Like, I'm not interested. Like, when I went back to college, this is so dumb. I actually got really into Grey's Anatomy one year. I was
That's
like,
how you wanted to get your doctorate?
Yeah. I got really into that show. Cause like, it seems fun. Like, they get fucking ripped every night, and it's drama, a lot of gossip. So I was like, oh, I'll just be a doctor, which is such a stupid thought for me to have. And then I was like, oh, it'd take like 12 years.
So then I was like, it if you saw Scrubs. A comedy doctor? Come on.
Hey. But so then I went for kinesiology. I was like, oh, I'll be like a physical therapist or something.
Still a doctor.
Yeah, that was literally like, I'll be a doctor, but like the easy route, you know?
Yeah.
And and then when I was in college, like my third year, I started doing internships, and I was like, this just isn't for me. Like, I just can't. I would never be happy doing this.
Right.
I wanted to do something where I thought people would be like impressed by it, you know? Like, that's true. Like, that's
kinesiology.
No, like, literally, I was like, oh, if I was like if I wore scrubs to work and I was like a physical therapist, like, people would be like, oh, look at Josh.
Oh, look at the doctor.
Yeah.
I feel like
those
if you wore
Louisiana
scrubs,
accents.
like, just everybody's gonna like stop you at the grocery store, like, dude, I have this crick in my neck.
You're on a flight home, and we need a doctor to the front, and you're like, I got this. Now bend your knees at a 90-degree angle for me, fella.
Yeah, I did. Well, I mean, when I did internships, I wore scrubs, and people do comment on it a lot. Like, when I'd go to gas stations, and the people at the gas station would be like, hey,
are you a doctor?
You work at the
say
hospital?
Yes.
And I'd be like, yeah, yeah, that's me. But
just picking up can I take this Reese's to the ER with me? Just trying to con your way into
While you were at the gas station, just getting tons of alcohol.
yeah, pretty much. A rough day at the office. two pints of Fireball.
We lost 3 patients. You're already hammered.
I'm not very good. I'm not a very good doctor. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, that was honestly like just my final straw when I realized I finished college because I was like, I have to at this point. It was so much wasted time and wasted money.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have the job I have now because I went to college, so it wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
But, man.
What do you do? Without getting into details.
I'm a software instructor.
Oh, okay.
I teach people how to use like software, computers, and shit.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, it's very boring, but it's easy, and it gives me nights free to do comedy.
right.
And so it's tolerable. Like if I thought I had, if I thought this job was going to be what I did for the next 50 years, I would be really upset, and I would have to do something else. But it's just something about like pursuing something bigger, where I'm
Yeah.
like, that doesn't matter because
Yeah.
it's not my future.
It
It's
pays
not
the bills,
everything.
you know?
Yeah, it's just going to pay my bills, and then it's very easy, and
You
it's
can
it's not stressful. I don't feel like angry. When I leave, I'm gone completely. You know, no one's calling me at 7 at night for something
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you can watch Shark Tank during
I
your
can watch
work
Shark
days?
Tank. Sharks.
Sharks.
Oh, you've been getting into Shark Tank?
Yeah, I love Shark
Love
Tank.
it.
I never watched it until like a month ago, and I can't stop. I
Yeah, you
really
know
can't
all of those
stop.
products failed, right?
Yeah, most of them do.
Like 98%.
Yeah, most of them
But
do.
2 really took off.
Scrub Daddy killed it.
Oh yeah, that's
Ring,
Ring.
which was called something else on Shark Tank, but that's
Yeah.
that's what
it's called Ding Dong.
I just love the I
It
just
never got me. I was like, I don't know. I don't
Sounds
think
right.
that's right.
sounds right. I mean, I just like the drama. I just like them arguing. It's like Kitchen Nightmares is like that too. You know, it's like almost every restaurant that was on Kitchen Nightmares
Yeah, they
closed
failed.
within the year.
All of them.
Because it's not, I mean, it's just not possible for someone to be $1 million in debt.
And then like we're gonna turn it around with a new menu.
Yeah. A new menu that Gordon Ramsay
Hand-baked.
cooked.
Yeah.
And then, but he leaves. Like, he's not cooking it, you know? So
Yeah.
he's showing you how to do, like, high-level chef shit. And then you got fucking Randy back there. Like, he's not going to do it. They're like, well, we painted the walls and we got you new tables. It's like, that's not going to do anything,
Yeah.
dude.
Reminds me of Extreme Makeover Home Edition,
Yeah.
where they would
Or
just like
Pimp My Ride.
they would just like pick a family that was already like down on their luck, and then they would just like make the most like unique stupid house. Like a kid would just have like one niche thing that he kind of liked, like, oh, he likes fish, let me make his whole room an aquarium. And it's like, this family's already poor, so
Can
they
you
can't
imagine
afford.
growing up and having fish watch you jack off? That
You'd probably be into that, dude.
You make a direct eye contact with the
with
fish.
a puffer fish. just
Yeah,
like,
you're like, you
"Ah."
like that?
Be
Fucking.
like the guy on
We went
fucking-
we went to middle school with a kid that his parents helped the production of that show.
Extreme Makeover Home.
Yeah,
Dude?
like Colin or something. Like a real small white kid, very rich.
Dude, they like all those families like went broke because of the house, and they couldn't sell it because it was so fucking. The house was so weird,
Yeah,
you know.
it's like you have a 2-story pool. Like what the? But
was a-
all those shows just don't make any sense.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, dude.
I wish I could get into reality TV. You know what I've gotten into? Those survival shows where it's like 10 people versus 1v1v1, and they just survive in the wilderness for as long as you can.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking...
Naked and Afraid.
No, it's called Alone. It's on Netflix. Give it a watch. It's so good. They drop you in the fucking woods by yourself, and it's almost winter, and you got to make your own shelter. You got to catch your own fish. You got to do everything yourself for as long as you can. Everybody, like the first episode, it's like 3 people out, and they. I get a fucking text and I instantly blank on what I was talking about.
You ever think like Man vs. Wild, like Bear Grylls is like out there like eating bats and shit, and like his camera guys are just
Didn't he
fucking,
start the Wuhan virus?
I don't know what that is,
All right.
but like I just imagine his camera guys. They can't be eating bats, right? They're probably like,
No, they got Snickers.
yeah, they're eating like fucking granola bars and shit. Like this guy's fucking insane.
No, that show ended up being fake. They ended up faking.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
They found spots where, he was like jumping over a crevasse, and then they panned the camera, and it's like there's a highway right there.
No.
Yeah, and there was like things like where they would spot him at hotels.
I'm pissed.
That was
I'm
a good show. I
fucking
watched.
pissed.
If you like that type of shit, watch Les Stroud's Survivor Man.
Why isn't this all over the fucking news?
It is. people were furious.
I'm pissed. I'm learning about this just now.
Yeah.
Fucking Bear Grylls. Dude, he has all these fucking shows now, and he's just a fraud.
Yeah, he's taking like Gordon Ramsay to the woods and teaching him how to like
Dude.
crack eggs or some shit. I don't know.
So funny whenever they have Marshawn Lynch in these shows.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Marshawn Lynch's fucking awesome, dude. I love that guy.
Yeah, I think Marshawn Lynch. I think he's one of the most, like,
I thought you were
comedians
about to say
aside.
one of the good ones.
No. I was gonna say, if we just put aside every comedian in the world, I think he's the most naturally funny person in entertainment.
He's so
I think him
funny.
and Shannon Sharp, to me, when I listen to them say anything, I am so entertained and I just laugh so hard.
Are you a sports guy?
I like the
Cricket?
NFL.
Okay.
No, not cricket. I like the NFL. I watch the regular season and playoffs pretty intensely. But I'm not into any other sport. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch baseball. But one of my biggest joys of when football season comes is I love to watch when Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. I listen to that every morning. And First Take, Stephen A. Smith.
Didn't they break up?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp is on First Take now with Stephen A. Smith. It's
That's
amazing.
weird.
It's so good. He's so funny. Skip. I do miss him saying Skip, though. That was my favorite part of the show. Skip.
Did you see
Yep.
that the first
Skip
season of
Bayless?
Hard Knocks, Shannon Sharp played for the Ravens? It was like in 1999. It was so funny. They had like that big nose tackle who was Italian who just died recently. I'm blanking on his name.
Aaron
Ooh.
Hernandez.
I think his name was.
No.
I think his name was Gus.
Goose.
No,
His
Goose.
nickname was Goose.
Goose.
I don't know what his last. I don't know what his name was, but they called him Goose. Yeah, he passed away a few years ago.
So funny. And Shannon
And his
Sharp.
little brother Pigeon. All right. Try the veal, guys. I'm here all week.
He's just so funny. I love Shannon Sharp. I love the things he says. The expressions he says.
Yeah.
Why isn't Marshawn Lynch on these shows? He just can't. They don't trust him to show up. Like,
Well, I think he just doesn't censor himself at all. So he's not going to play well on, like, you got to be pretty buttoned up to be on those shows now.
Yeah.
And he kind of lets it fly, dude. He says whatever he
yeah,
wants.
but they would get more views. Like, that's why nobody watches these shows and like ratings are so down. Like, just
Remember, like, the baseball guy, announcer, like, calling another, like, the pitcher for the A's, like, Chinese guy or Japanese guy, and he made, like, a Chinese joke, and he got fired for that?
yeah.
No, I had no idea
Yeah,
that happened.
I heard about that.
Yeah. That's the best part of baseball.
Yeah. Baseball was founded on,
The
guys.
Chinese guy jokes.
Yeah.
Come on. If they don't bring out a gong after each inning, then
That's
what
so
the-
fucked up.
That's how they do it in Korea, actually.
I can't. Is that true or?
No, I just like making
Okay.
things up.
I
like-
He
can't
always
tell.
makes shit up and he's like, and then he'll like sell it and then be like, I'm fucking with you.
Well, the thing is about me is like if you say something to me with enough confidence, I'll probably believe you.
Oh,
I'm the
yeah.
I'm
same
pretty
way.
gullible,
I'm the same way. I'm
and
like,
I don't
okay.
know anything about Korea. Maybe they do that. I don't know.
Hopefully.
North or south?
South, dude.
Okay.
North, I think they're just figuring out food.
Yeah, especially North. What are they up to?
Chilling.
Oh, did you guys see all those videos of Putin and Kim Jong Un?
No.
They're hanging out now?
Yeah, dude. They were just in, or Putin was just in Korea, the People's Republic of Korea, the original Korea. I've always said.
The good one. God, I think about that like pretty regularly. I'm just so happy I'm not North Korean. I do. I really do. Because, I mean, we
I
got
could
like.
never live with those kind of eyes.
No, dude, we kind of just want. It's
Jesus
not about
Christ,
the
Dave.
eyes. It's just the conditions. I just think it's easy to take for granted. We kind of hit the lottery, guys. We live in America. Like,
yeah.
you know how many shitty places people are born
Yeah,
every
dude.
day, and their life is just like shitty the whole time.
Dude, my parents were born in communism.
Yeah, exactly.
And they tell me stories that fucking like, damn, it breaks you to the bone.
Yeah.
It's shitty. Like they were telling me like, yeah, even if you killed a deer, you would either have to hide it from the communists or tell nobody that you killed it just so you can have a little bit of food, or they would just take it from you. If you told your village's person that you killed a deer, they would come in, take it away, and feed the rest of the country with it.
Jeez.
You wouldn't get any, because it's for the people.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
That sucks.
Like your animals, your cows weren't your cows. None of the
Fucking
stuff, your
insane.
farmland wasn't your farmland. You know, you'd have to, every month they would come in and collect all the things that you've grown and give you a portion of it, and they would give you fucking ration tokens, and that's all it was.
Just enough to keep you alive so you can
Keep working.
keep on working, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
How'd they get out?
So right before communism fell in Romania, there was a lot of like revolutionary shit going on, and both my parents, they just took a flight. So my dad went from Romania to Italy, stayed there for a couple of months, worked at a construction place for this Italian guy. Then he moved to New York because one of his friends was telling him about how to get there. Moved to New York, stayed there for like 2-3 years, hated it, moved to Chicago, helped with another construction company, built a bunch of the places over there in Chicago. And we were driving around once when I was younger in Chicago, and he was like, oh yeah, I built this place, that place. We started construction on that, and then I left to Houston.
That's cool. It's still there.
Yeah.
So did he know your mom?
He made O-Block.
Did he know your mom before?
No one got that one.
Before he came to America?
No. They were in different parts of Romania.
Oh,
So,
okay.
My mom's from
they
the
met-
Transylvanian part, and my dad's from like the farmland
Oh yeah,
areas.
Josh. Today, on the phone with David, I just learned that Transylvania is not a fictional place.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I
You never
thought-
heard of that?
No. Well, yeah. vampires.
Transylvania?
I thought that's where the vampires lived.
Yeah, it's a real place.
No, it's a region of
It's where
Romania.
trans people come from. Read a book. Oh wait, you can't. Sorry, forgot you guys can't do that.
That's so funny.
Actually, I'm a big reader now.
Oh well, good.
Yeah, my mom forced me to read when I was younger, and I was like, I'm all in on it now.
I'm not a big reader.
I would read a lot, and then I started doing open mics, and then I was like, who's got time for this?
Audiobooks, dude. Audiobooks.
Yeah.
All day while I'm at work, I'm listening. I'm reading right now Jack Carr's Terminalist books. Pretty good.
Problem is with audiobooks is I zone out. So I'm like, oh wait, that was important. Hold on, I go back. And then
It wasn't important.
it wasn't important. And I do that so many times. And I'm just like, what am I doing?
I think audiobook for me, I can get into it, but it depends on who's reading it. It's their
Ray
voice.
Porter.
Their
Ray
voice.
Porter is the best.
Wait, what?
Ray Porter. That's
Ray
it.
Porter. Okay.
Oh, dude, I got to put you on some game. He's like, he does both like the woman and man voice. He's a man, obviously.
Yeah.
But he does like a very convincing, like, it sounds a little like this, but not like that.
Okay.
Well, now that we're on the subject of family origins, I know, Josh, you told me a story about you were doing stand-up, and then you found out a statue. Or no, you already knew about the statue, but then you were doing stand-up for a guy. Can you tell the story?
I don't know what
Yeah,
you're.
I have
It was an old general. There's a statue of.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Sorry.
We
Didn't do a good job setting that one up.
Okay, as a side note, what John's talking about is I did a private thing. I did comedy at a guy's birthday party, and his wife booked me. And when we were talking, we realized that we were cousins, me and the guy, and neither of us had any idea going into it. And we realized we were cousins
Pretty hot.
because,
Pretty hot.
yeah, we realized we were cousins, and we were talking about. The reason we knew is because we're both related to General Alfred Mouton, who, when I was a kid,
Shantae.
we grew up with my dad, with my grandma, always telling us that our fourth great grandfather was a war hero, and he was a wonderful guy. And there was a statue of him in downtown Lafayette, Alfred Mouton. And so my whole childhood, I remember telling people, I was like, that statue downtown that's my fourth great grandpa. He's a war hero. And then I didn't realize until like a few years ago, because I never thought about it, but he was a horrible, horrible man, like Confederate general.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we're in Louisiana, and the statue got torn down. So that was how we...
So you come from a long line of slave traders.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
That's pretty sick, dude.
That's
Pretty sick.
He was a Confederate general. I don't know, like, I haven't gone back in my
And see if you guys
genealogy.
kept any of the slaves.
Well,
Dave's really leaning into the racist thing today.
here's the thing. Like, I don't know if anyone in my family did. And I don't want to know, but I wouldn't know because, like I said, that guy was described to me my entire life as a hero, like an amazing man.
So it tore down the walls in your heart.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I thought he was a good guy. And then I started looking into that, and I was like, oh, my God, he's horrible. So I'm sure it's
Is there
there,
any,
but
like,
I don't want to
fucked up
know.
things that he did?
Just,
Probably a lot.
just, well, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what generation, like, I don't know the timeline. I'm fine not knowing. I'm fine just accepting, like, being from Louisiana is, like, most of my ancestors. I'd say anyone before my grandma is probably a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably.
I'm just going to assume that they're horrible.
Yeah.
Because Louisiana is definitely still, you know, impacted by that mentality. So many people there are very ignorant still and very racist and small-minded. Yeah. So if it's still happening today, I'm sure like my third great grandpa wasn't awesome, you know, like
But it was
it's probably
bad
horrible.
back in the day. If it's already tough now, I mean, imagine back then. Jesus,
Yeah.
David would fit right in.
Yeah, you'd love it. There's a Dave and Buster's now.
Dude, I'll fuck up some skee ball right now.
There's
Dude, me and a bunch of slaves just running gambit on the
They
coin
don't
slot machine.
currently have slaves, just to be clear.
They didn't have Dave and Buster's back in slave times?
The
They would've
slavery
loved it.
ended when my fourth great grandpa lost the war because he's a fucking loser.
Oh, damn.
Fourth great grandpa. So your great grandpa's great grandpa.
Yeah,
Isn't that how that works?
I guess so.
History is meant to be repeated.
No. You just blur my face out of it.
We're having fun.
Just make sure I was never here.
Dude, Josh is gonna like blow up in the next couple of years, and then he's gonna get canceled immediately for this podcast.
I'm not getting. I haven't said a fucking thing wrong in this
You
podcast.
haven't.
I've
You
been
haven't.
saying the horrible things.
I always have.
Just by association.
No, not by association. I want everyone to know. I don't even fucking know these two guys, okay? We kind of know each other a little bit.
Yeah, we kidnapped him.
Yeah. Whenever, if something ever happens, like if you guys ever do something irredeemable and you're in the news, I'm gonna be like, I didn't know him that well. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be like when everyone found out about...
The serial Dahmer. Like,
no!
hey,
What the fuck?
oh,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
What do you think we're gonna do, David?
I was talking
I'm
about...
an ideas
What are
man.
you talking about, like Dalia or?
Yeah, people like
Oh,
that, you know,
that's
like with
even
Chris
worse.
D'Elia or like even when Louis C.K. went through his cancellation, like, you know, Louis was like a titan of comedy, and then whenever he got canceled, everyone was like, I don't know him that well. Like, I don't know him that well. It's like, you know him pretty well.
Yeah.
You guys know each other.
I like how I say Dahmer and you guys, no. And then you say Dalia.
I was going to say Louis the whole time,
Okay.
just to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dalia fucking... He's got good taste in women. That's all.
Oh, my God.
He's a bad guy.
He's very shitty man, shitty person. Horrible. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright.
know these guys
Never
at
a
all.
fan?
Yeah.
We've been going for about an hour now, so I guess.
Oh man, I thought we were just getting going, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, and we can cut out some stuff. 'Cause-
No, that's a bunch of fucking work that I don't want to do.
Ah.
Yeah.
How much work is that, cutting things out?
It's a good amount. It's at least for my dumb ass, it is.
Is there anything else you want to ask me, or did you get your?
Did
Yeah,
you
got
get
your questions
I feel
out?
like there was more things I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
It was just like I find it interesting. You in general, because like everybody, like you say, like everybody says like the same thing about you, like that you look like you come from a good family.
Oh yeah.
Like two accountants or a college educated, good head on your shoulders. But then you get to talking to you and it's like, whoa, it's totally not what you would expect.
Yeah.
You know, like well, your parents did drugs or no? I don't want to be a dick and be like, your parents are drug addicts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my dad's not a drug addict, but my
So tell me about your hormone.
my mom and stepdad did drugs our whole childhood. They did a lot. They did like all the
cool.
very
okay,
hardcore.
Cool. I wasn't a dick for saying that. All right.
I
No,
like
no,
how
no.
you try to phrase it like
I
you
was
didn't
like
know.
dabbling in there. I was
Yeah.
just dipping my toes.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up around
Jesus,
drugs. I grew
John.
up around in that situation for sure. Which is funny because people do always assume they're like, oh, this little Christian kid right here, this little rich kid. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. Like, I came from like craziness. My whole childhood was so in shambles, like raised by psychos. And I don't know, dude. I just figured it. I figured out how to just push through it and become an adult.
Well, and
That's
that
good.
makes you a better comic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No
Life
doubt.
Experiences.
Yeah, I hate to even say it, like, be cliche like people are, but, like, I'm pretty over all the stuff in my childhood. It affected me for a long time. But now, I'm fine. I've made peace with it, And now I really genuinely believe I would not change anything about it because it does, like, make you exactly who you are. And, I don't want to be that kid that grew up with two fucking rich parents and has nothing to say,
Yeah.
I'd
Right.
rather be me right now.
Right. Like Miss
Yeah.
Pat. I listened to that Miss Pat episode, by the way.
I love Miss Pat.
She's awesome,
Oh.
dude.
She's awesome.
I love that you're like, what the fuck, John, after all the crazy shit you said?
Yeah.
No, but mine's in good
So
fun.
just the-
You're just pussyfooting around. Yeah. See, you can say racist things with a smile on your face, and it's okay. That's what I've learned about comedy.
Jesus Christ.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
I'm having a good time.
Hey, that's fine. That's good. I'm glad. I'm just not going to coast. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you're making great points up there.
No, I'm well aware all the things that I've said has been atrocious.
Okay, good.
But
The awareness is key.
yeah, it's funny to me.
That's how I know you're a good person, is that you are aware of that.
Yeah, I
Some
got a
people
black
say
friend.
stuff like that. Well, never mind. Some people say stuff like that and they really mean it,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
always
yeah.
strange. And it's like, oh, I guess we're
Oh
like,
yeah.
why do you trust me with this? You know?
They're just itching to tell somebody.
I had a family friend that would say some outlandish shit, but not joking, and I would always be so uncomfortable around it. I'm like, okay, I joke about some pretty risque things,
Right.
but this is like dropping hard no-nos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the thing about, dude, being from Louisiana, man. Like, someone says something crazy to you, something racist, and my first thing is always to laugh.
Yeah, it's like
Because I'm
"Ooh."
I'm so shocked. And I'm like, if they laugh, at least I know it's a joke. And then sometimes they say some out-of-pocket shit and you laugh and they just look at you plainly. And that's when
Yeah.
you know you're in the presence of a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
I bet you've met like some really, really racist dudes. Because I have just in Houston.
Yeah.
Like real racist dudes.
Well, we're in the South, so
Yeah, but I mean, we're kind of.
yeah.
I'm so so interested to watch when you guys interview Jude now.
Yeah.
It's going to be much worse.
Oh,
We're going
no.
to start on Paw Patrol. Then
Yeah.
we're going to go to Peppa Pig.
And we're going to ask about dividing
What's your opinions on the race relations in this country?
What if he has like a beautiful answer? He has some of the most profound. Like the thing is too, like Jude hangs out with nothing but comedians, so there is a good to fair chance. Like he is the smartest in our circle of people. You know?
Yeah.
The most socially aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's sober.
Well, yeah. Not by choice.
Legally sober.
Yeah.
He's like on parole, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jude's dad was telling me he was talking to his cousin. He was like, I would never do any drugs. Except probably cocaine. The worst one.
He's a comic.
Yeah. It does look very appealing.
Cocaine?
Like, oh, yeah. Never done it, but like
What
a lot of like
what about
Houston comics, you know. It does look very fun to do on stage.
There's something like I don't know, like the old legends of Houston. They were all getting
Rocketed.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. My psychiatrist went to school with Bill Hicks.
Is he better at it now?
What?
Oh no, that
Bill
was a
Hicks
dumb
is
fucking
dead.
joke. I'm retarded.
Galveston's I mean, never mind.
Yeah, he was like in science lab. He like lit this girl's hair on fire, and he was like, "It was the funniest thing I ever saw."
Wait.
To this day.
Bill Hicks set someone's hair on fire?
Yeah, as a 6th grader in science
I was
lab.
kind of hoping it would have been the psychiatrist.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Why?
They
I
let
don't
you have
know.
a practice?
Because it'd just be funny if you were paying that guy to give you advice.
Like you're sad, John? Go find you a middle schooler and light her on fire.
This was when they were in 6th grade too, by the way. But,
Damn.
yeah.
That is pretty funny. That is. I used to bully my nephew or my cousin, like relentlessly. Like there's YouTube videos of us like just bullying him. Like we used to kill him on Halo, and he would sit there and freak out. And like while we're trying to do the main mission, and we'd kill him, and he'd fucking flip his shit. I'll show you the videos later. It's a good time.
Okay.
we dude. One time, me and my buddy went to my aunt's house, and he was there, and we heard rumblings of kolaches being there. And Luca, my nephew, or cousin, whatever the fuck it is, he had the last kolache in hand, and me and my buddy like started chasing him around the house, trying to take the kolache from him. And he hid underneath the pool table and cried and ate the kolache as we're all trying to fucking grab his legs. Now
that you say this story, David, you're an asshole, dude. Like
we wanted
you're fucked
kolaches.
up, man.
It was a lot funnier in the moment.
You had to be there. Yeah.
Dude, I remember you telling me stories about how you would go visit Romania as a kid, and you guys would throw rocks at the Village Boys.
Gypsies in the orphanage.
You threw rocks at gypsies?
Yeah.
No wonder. That explains a lot about
There wasn't much
the last hour.
Look, it wasn't my idea to do that. My idea was to climb the tree to get a better angle, brother.
You got... Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say you got peer pressured into throwing rocks at people.
No, dude. There's really not much to do in those villages. You gotta make your own fun.
Okay. I get it.
Oh, man. Well, on that note, boys,
Yeah.
I think we had a good episode. Choke City, episode 4. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then leave a rating. It's good for the algorithm.
Hell yeah.
All right. Any last note, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone is watching this, follow me on Instagram at Joshua Jordan Comedy and TikTok Joshua Jordan.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
very
we'll
funny.
link him too.
All right.
All right.
Sweet. Boom. Good cast. Can you pause it or stop?